Hi, Mr. Rubin. Are you in any pain today?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, excellent. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be moving you through several different range of movements through all your different joints on your right arm. And these are just some movements that you would typically do when you're doing your daily activities. So I'll go ahead and let you know as I'm doing them what I'll be doing. And is it okay if I place my hands on you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, excellent. So the first one I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving your shoulder up towards your ear and down towards the floor.
Okay.
You can just turn towards the mirror for me. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my hand on your scapula. Up towards your ear, down towards the floor, up towards your ear, and then down towards your floor. And that's something you would do when you're putting on a jacket. Okay. The next thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to actually move your arm out and back. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have you hold onto your arm here. Place my hand on your scapula here. And this is something you would do out and back, out and back when you're trying to reach for a door to open it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and straighten out your fingers, and if you could please point your finger out away from you. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and bring your arm up all the way. Oh, I did that wrong again. Cut that out. Okay. All right, Mr. Rubin, so what I'm going to be doing is if you can just point out your fingers, your thumb, excuse me, is going to be pointing out. Excellent. And up towards the ceiling. So I'm going to bring your arm up all the way towards the sky. Excellent. And then back down all the way. And then one more time up all the way towards the ceiling. And then back down. Okay. And now I'm going to be moving it back away from you. So if you can just relax your arm. This time it's going to move back towards me. So I'm going to move it for you. Okay. So move it back. Excellent. And then towards you. And then behind you again. I'm going to move it. And then back towards you. Excellent. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to now move it out and up towards, which is something you would do when you're like doing jumping jacks. So this time I'm going to go ahead and have you just relax your arm again. Okay. I'm going to turn your hand and now go ahead and straighten out your fingers for me, pointing your thumb up. Again, we're going to bring it all the way to the ceiling. Okay. Go up all the way, and then I'm going to bring it back down, and then back up again, and then back down. Okay. Excellent. So now, if you wouldn't mind actually just laying on your back for me. I'm going to be moving your arm across your chest, which is something you would do when you were perhaps closing a curtain. So I'm going to go ahead and just point that finger up to the sky. Excellent. I'm going to move it across your chest and then out, across your chest, and then out. Okay. If you can just now turn on your stomach with your head pointing to the other end of the bed. Okay. All right. So this time I'm going to bring your arm out and behind you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring it out, up, down, and behind you again, and down. This is just something movement that would be needed for closing a curtain. Maybe it still doesn't quite close and you reach further back. All right, you can go ahead and sit back up for me. All right, if you could go to the edge of the bed again.
Sure.
Okay, so now I'm going going to be doing your elbow, and I'm just going to be bending it towards you and away from you. Just as if you were going to wash your face or, you know, wash your hands. Okay, if you can turn actually a little bit more that way for me. Where's the mirror? Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay. Go ahead, bend it towards you and away from you. Bend it towards you and down towards the floor. Okay. Now for this next one, I'm going to be turning your arm, your forearm. Okay. So I'm going to be turning it as if you were holding a bowl and pouring the bowl out. So your hands moving up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Okay. All right, so next what we will be doing is I'm going to be moving your wrist towards you and away from you. And this is just something you would typically need to be able to do to wipe a table. So I'm going to go ahead and move it towards you and then away from you. Towards you and away from you. Okay, and so now I'm doing is I'm going to be bending your wrist towards you. 1, 2, and I'm going to be bending it away from you. 1, 2. I'm going to bend it forward and away from you, bending it towards your palm and away from your palm. And now I'm going to do the next joint in your hand, in your finger. So I'm going to bend it forward and away from you, towards you and away from you. Now the smallest joint in your finger, forward and away from you, towards you and away from you. Okay, right? So now I'm going to do the same thing with your thumb. Go ahead and bend it forward, bend your thumb towards you, away from you, towards you and away from you. Now your smaller finger towards you and away from you. And it's something you would do when you're texting. Spreading your fingers out and towards each other. So I'm going to start with your first finger here, your index. Bring it out and towards, bring it out, away from each other and towards each other. Out and towards each other. Out, towards each other. Out and towards each other. Out and towards each other. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing to your thumb. I'm going to go ahead and bring your thumb towards the side of your index finger and away from your index finger, towards your finger and away from your finger. I'm going to bring it away from your thumb and down towards your hand, up away from your palm, and then down towards your hand. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be extending your finger. So this time I'm going to be bringing it back up towards the ceiling. Do it one more time, up towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to do the next joint in your finger, up towards the ceiling, up towards the ceiling, bending it up towards the ceiling, the next part of your finger up towards the ceiling. Okay, that's something you would do when you're pressing down a button. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with your thumb. So I'm going to extend your thumb out one more time. Now the tip of your thumb out, and then extend it one last time. Great. And now I'm going to go ahead and touch the tip of your fingers. Okay. looks great. You have a good range of your motions.